guys, it's me, Tanya. I was just letting you guys know I'm ready to do some videos. I have been going through tons of energetic things, just tons of energy, tons of, I can't even put words to it. I've been going through so much energetic, people call them downloads, whatever, but just really letting the energy sink in for the last couple months. And I do apologize if you did miss my readings. I've been working with these decks. All of them are by Alana Fairchild. And I'm really love the positive messages, in these cards. So I'm going to start with I think I'm going to just do the elements, you guys. I'm going to do, water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio first today. We're starting with a mandala, crystal mandala card. I do appreciate everybody that has stuck around and stayed subscribed to my channel since I haven't put out any videos, but you know, it takes a lot of understanding for people to understand that people are going through their own things, and I've been working and doing all my normal stuff and everything's good. Ooh, we got Crossroad of Destiny water signs. Crossroad of Destiny. Mica is the stone. That is such a pretty stone. I've been to a couple been looking at couple crystal shops too since. And then on the bottom we got Relief and Repair. Ooh, so, you know, this says a lot about what's going on here. There is like a crossroad energy that has been going through where it's like, I feel like a lot of people are at that place where it's like, there's a break. And it's like, maybe we don't know what to do with that break because we're so used to kind of things being chaotic in our lives or just stressed out. And like all of a sudden it's like, things may be going good. And you're like, what? And you're waiting for like something to go wrong or, you know, and we don't want to think from that we don't want to use our brains from that place because it just manifests negativity. So be grateful for the relief and the break, even if you're not feeling as much, even if, you know, sometimes it's a break to not feel as much. You know, that was part of my break too. Was like, and I am a water sign, just so you guys know. There was like a feeling of like disconnected, almost like, I want to say numb, but compared to like water signs feel all the time, constantly, think all the time, constantly. So any drop in our level of emotions or thinking or like overthinking is like crazy. You're like, what's going on here? Why ain't I feeling like stirry? And like, we get a lot of energy from our emotions. So when our emotions kind of tame down, we almost feel, it just feels quiet, still water. And that's the best way I can describe the energy that's kind of been going around for the water signs, at least in my experience. And I'm not speaking for everybody, but that's kind of been it. So I have been reading these. This is a number 42. And, oh, here we go. I bet you guys didn't notice that. Stop. Get down. All right. So I am so happy to be doing these readings again. It's been a minute, and I kept saying like the last couple weeks, I really need to do readings, but then I'm like, but I really am enjoying the break, just from having to do anything except for just go to work. But it's really been a lot of earthly stuff I've been focused on, and you know, bringing my own spiritual nature down to the earthly things I'm doing for my life, and I hope everybody else has been doing the same. I'm just going to read the beginning here because a lot of these just have like a short part and then it goes on and on and on. It says, we bring you the empowerment of the crossroad of destiny. You are at a pivotal point on your life journey. This may be obvious to you, with a potentially life-changing decision before you, or you may not realize the impact that an apparently insignificant choice is going to have on your future. Either way, you are at a point where you can leave the past behind and chart your course for a new adventurous chapter to begin in your life. This is not something you need to be frightened of. It is a sign you are progressing on your path. The crossroad of destiny happens when you have mastered, a cycle in your life, and a new cycle is before you. It is an opportunity that you can take best advantage of by listening to your heart. That's really nice. You know, that's saying, you know, right now there's a chance and an opportunity to leave the past behind. And it may mean leaving some old parts of yourself behind, or maybe some old relationships or some old ways of thinking. But it's worth it to have a freshness. And maybe everybody is contemplating that. Maybe we've all been going through this, like, man, this isn't my life still. Is this something I need to let go to truly be who I am and to truly, you know, shine the way I was meant to shine? And is this, you know, it's a lot of contemplating, like, what is holding me back, you know? Is it things around me, or is it me, you know? And sometimes it is stuff around us. Sometimes it's relationships around us. Sometimes it's jobs. Sometimes it's needing to stand up for ourselves. Sometimes it's, you know, needing to listen. You know, there's just so much, you guys. So at the very end, let's see, it says, this oracle comes to you with a message. Let all your choices come from your heart. And this is about listening to your heart. If it says rest today, you rest. If it says, no, this is right, even if logically you're like, no, this doesn't make sense. Why am I here? Why am I doing this when it does not make sense? It doesn't make logical sense. But my heart is saying to do this, to go for it. Follow your heart. That's what your angels and your guides are saying. That's nice. Let all your choices. So if you're doubting, like, what the path you're on, don't. If you're following your heart, don't doubt what you're doing. If it feels right for your heart and there is joy there, even if you have to search beneath all the what if something goes wrong, this is what I was feeling. The fears of the mind to find it, then do it. If you have recently made it such a decision and are waiting to see if the sky is going to fall in on top of you, this oracle affirms you have crossed the threshold into a new way, and it is time to leave the fears of the past behind you now. All those fears of failure, you guys, all those fears of being abandoned or not loved for who you are, it is time. But that's such a weird feeling for people that are so used to that feeling of always constantly wondering, am I gonna be abandoned? Am I gonna be loved? Am I gonna have enough? That lack mentality. It's time to leave it behind, you guys. If you're feeling that you need a crossroad, a choice point to help you shift out of the habitual way of being that has become stifling to you, that you need a change to broaden your horizons, to try something different, then this oracle affirms this. You can always choose to try and continue with life as it is, even though in due course it will change and take you along with it. Or you can be the spiritual adventurer along your own untraveled path, knowing that the Divine Mother watches over you and will protect you, assist you, and guide you as you find your way. It is safe to trust the call to the new life you feel inside. It is your destiny urging you forward into so much grace. I love that. That's a really nice message. So let's go off that. This is mainly oracles I'm pulling, oracle cards. I may pull a few tarot at the end. This is probably going to be pretty long, you guys, because I haven't done a reading for a while for you guys. And I want to make it a nice one for you guys, because you have patiently waited. So, all right. Sorry, guys. A little interruption, but it's okay. I had just drawn the Soul Child card, and this is kind of cool, like with the mandala thing. You got in the background. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's like, it's like tentacles coming out. Very watery energy, and that heaviness that's time to lift, I feel with this Soul Child card, and about remembering who we are and being who we are, even after, like I said, failures, tribulations, obstacles, conflict. And it's time to, like, be grateful. I'm feeling that with the sun coming down here. And it's like he's got his little teddy bear sitting over here. And he's, like, really feeling the universe and all the... Stop. Hey, stop. Belle, no. I love that. I am going to read that. It's really nice energy here, you guys, which is really good. And it's Soul Child. There's a lot here about being just... finally being like, the sun is shining here, and it's coming in from a place of even the past. Like there's been a lot of healing going on, a lot of acceptance of our inner child, and maybe even some of the choices we've made from a wounded place from our inner child. So this is from the Lightworker Oracle, and I am going to read and it's number 14. Rebirth is upon you. Beautiful child of the universe. You have prepared for a new life. And it is time, you guys. It's time to start that. And not let the past hold you back any longer. You have prepared for a new life, and it is starting right now. And maybe this quiet time beforehand has just been a settling in to everything. To the new person, the same but yet different person you are today. And accepting that. Accepting who you are. Full radical acceptance of yourself and everything you have been, everything you have become, and everything you're going to be. It's a beautiful message I'm getting, you guys. The divine moment of rebirth, which occurs after a period of struggle, of intense inner work and physical transformations. And I can say this is true for me, you guys. It's been a huge transformation, and it continues. It never ends. That's what keeps it not stagnant. We always are working on ourselves. We're always trying to better our lives and help those and better things around us. But also it all starts by doing it for ourselves. That self-love and acceptance. This is so nice. It's a breath of fresh air, you guys. Intense inner work and physical transformation has arrived. Enjoy getting to know this new self. It is a new day, a new beginning, a new you. Like an adventurer, enjoying the discovery of a brand new world. Take your time to explore the increase of your light, power, and love. And that's kind of what I was saying at the beginning. Like, a lot of water signs may have been getting a lot of spiritual upgrades. In really accepting that shine and that light inside of them is coming out. And it's coming out because we've done the work and the emotional balancing it took to get here, where we're at today. And it's really intense, but it's like super good. Like and I felt this for years now coming, like a couple years. It's just been really like, wow, like I feel it coming, but where is it? Like, and it's here. We're shining and we're accepting of our emotional, our emotional paths that we have, and that we are special in that emotional way, where it's been like really hard to like bring those emotions to people and accept those emotions, whether they were perceived as negative or positive. They're emotions. They come from the heart. So that's beautiful, you guys. This card can also indicate that hold on, let me go here. You are ready for the next cycle or phase of your life, even if, like a newborn colt learning to stand steadily on shaky legs, you are not sure of your strength. Be reassured. The new self you are experiencing will grow strong and powerful soon enough. Let confidence in your new self emerge. Reflect upon how different you are now to a year or even a month ago. And that's what I've been feeling the last couple months, you guys. It's kind of crazy. Be curious about who you are now. Do not expect the same reactions or experiences you encountered in your past. It is a time of celebration and acknowledgement that a new day, a new you has begun, a journey into the physical world. And that is so true. I feel like water signs have been living in a kind of non-physical world, in a very emotional world that's unseen but felt. And I feel like we're actually starting to bring that here to earth and accept it, and be okay with it. It's too much for words. Sometimes I can't find the words. This card can also indicate that a child around you, perhaps one whom you've been thinking deeply, is particularly gifted or spiritually orientated. This child may have an important mission this lifetime and need your loving support and spiritual encouragement to thrive into that mission, according to his or her own divine timing. This card may also be a sign that a new business idea, profession, or personal relationship or lifestyle choice is going to support the growth of your spirit in a positive and encouraging way. If this is the case, that new idea or connection will lead you to the birth of a creative new program, ideas, and structures in your life. On the other hand, if something has been flagging in energy or success, but you are not yet inclined to give it up, this oracle comes as confirmation and encouragement. Rebirth is going to happen. Do not give up. Sometimes it is darkest just before the dawn. So if you are going through still that questioning and that kind of conflict in yourself of, is this the right choice for me? Am I doing, if you're still doing that, know that it's moving along. You just have to really show yourself a lot of compassion and love and support at this time. Or even if this is somebody in your life going through this and you're watching for especially a water sign child or adult, because this is about the soul child, know that it is moving along and you are getting there. Sometimes it's a long journey. It feels long, but that's where we get to do our work, and that's why we need that time. So that's really a nice message, you guys. So far, I'm really feeling A lot of freedom here. A lot of spiritual freedom. Oh, Heaven Sent, number 33, out of the Sacred Rebels. And I absolutely love these decks, you guys. If you're looking for really supportive messages made by a very supportive and spiritually gifted, we're all spiritually gifted, but these decks are just light working decks. So they're really positive, and they just are good. There's a lot of good energy here. And in this reading specifically, there's a lot of good energy. Sacred Rebels, Heaven Sent. This could be about maybe a child or somebody in your life that is heaven sent, is gifted, is spiritually special. This could be about you. And there needs to be like this is a crossroad where it's like, we need to accept that special, that light, that new part of people emerging right now. And I am feeling this kind of big and collectively, to accept people's spirituality and their emotional truth, you know, in a really big way, to move forward. 33. Just as we receive gifts in the physical world through the thoughtfulness of others to acknowledge how much we mean to them, so too we receive gifts on other levels, including the spiritual level. A spiritual gift is something that happens through grace. We can ask for help, and it may be given in response to that request. All requests for help are answered. A spiritual gift can also be given without asking for anything at all, at least not consciously. Sometimes it is our hearts that cry out for help. While we are busy getting on with our to-do lists, we don't often stop to think about what our hearts might need. If we do, and an immediate solution is not obvious, we just get on with life, either letting the issue be or taking the more painful option of dwelling on it without seeing how it might be resolved. However, there is a loving benevolence in life that knows exactly what we need and how it can best come to us, even when we are not quite so clear. This force actively seeks to assist us on walking our life path. The loving sweetness is being offered to you now, or soon will be, in the form of a spiritual gift. You know, some of you might even be by getting pregnant, or I am feeling baby energy because of the child and the heaven sent. We could be looking at, it ain't going to be me because I am fixed, but I am feeling like there could be a lot of people maybe going to be having some, I call them little star babies, you know, meant to come into the world at a certain time. And, you know, if you look into starseed and like indigo child and crystal, like the crystal children and stuff like that, there's a lot in the galactic energies about us being heaven sent, star sent, from otherworldly energies. So that's just something you can look into if that's something that interests you. I am feeling that, and I'm all about all that. So I like it all. I don't put a block on anything, and I don't exclude anything. And I think that's good. It's having an open mind and an open heart, and it keeps us open to moving forward in any way that we can, to better our lives and those around us. So this is nice, you guys. Your spiritual gift may be symbolic. It may be something that seems ordinary, but holds a lot of meaning to you. And I just got like a picture of somebody finding something. It's weird. Like, okay, I have this locket. When I was a kid, this is a story that's coming. I had a locket, and my mom got it for me when I was a kid. And I always lost this locket. Like, I'd be like, oh, and I was just devastated whenever I lost it. Like, I'm like, oh, and I seriously, I was a kid. I'd pray, oh, please let me find my locket. Oh, I love that locket. And it's like, and I still have that locket, by the way. I've lost it several times, and it always comes back to me because it was mine, and it was meant to be mine. Now it's in a very safe place, and I don't wear it a lot, but I keep it safe. I don't know. It's weird. Weird story to go with that, but it might be something kind of just sentimental that just comes back into your life that you thought was gone. That's the message I'm getting. It might be an object that catches your eye or mesmerizes you. You might think you are appreciating how lovely it looks, but it is the underlying energy that captures you. Something in the appearance, color, or shape speaks to you and is perhaps answering an unspoken prayer. It is not the object that is the gift. This is just the wrapping. The actual gift is subtle, yet effective empowerment. It is like a spiritual booster shot that helps you move forward in life with additional zing, extra strength, and greater peace. And this also has been, so I hardly get on my social media or whatever, but I got on, and there's this lovely girl, her name's Adriana, and she does beautiful paintings, and I haven't got on forever. And one day, I actually was this, like a week ago, I pulled all these, I pulled a reading for myself, and it was all sun and bright and a lot of passion and energy, and got on, and there was a painting that she had painted of this girl coming out of the water, and this bright sun behind her, and there was water like spraying off her hair, and I'm like, oh my God, that's where I've been, like in the depths of the water coming up. And it was the feelings behind the painting, and it was like a message I got from it. It was like confirmation of not only the reading I was getting, but also the messages I have been getting about emerging and coming out to shine and being warm again. And like, not that I was freezing, but coming in and just feeling the earth, not just the water, not just the emotions. Kind of how I started out this reading with that message of kind of emerging, and how we're so used to being in that. It's kind of weird when we are actually taking in the other, the earthly stuff too, and accepting that as part of our existence and part of our life, and taking care of it. I really feel that, you guys. So that's a beautiful message for that card. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so now we got the Rumi Oracle. I am a poet at heart, and I love writing, and I love just poems and stuff, and I thought this Rumi deck would be really cool. And it's Blessing of Zara. Zara. And it's once again that shine from the sun coming in. Like, you can just see how much brightness there is in this reading, you guys. There's just a healing and an embracing of this like spiritual light and energy that's emerging right now. And it's actually also about being here in human form. I am feeling that. So it's number 39. And this deck has like a little like writing from Rumi in it. It's really cool. I will read that. I get a lot of messages. I like to just pick up what I can from looking at these cards, but it's really nice, the messages you can get from reading them too, and how they connect. We got adventure, going on adventures, opening up to the new life. That's all coming out. Let go of thought. Don't take it into your heart. I love that, because that goes with this reading. Letting the brain get the best of what you feel. Letting that kind of go, this isn't what I'm used to, or that's all just brain thinking, but this is what I feel, and going with those feelings. Don't take it into your heart. You are naked, and thought is like ice. It's a blockage right now, you guys, for us water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Too much thinking. Do the feeling. It's okay to feel now. Like there's been times in our path here where feelings have been looked at and deemed as like a burden, and like it bothers people, but we're not there anymore. Like, it's amazing, like being able to be more open about our emotional selves and accept that. And if others don't, we're actually at a tougher point now where we can say, I mean, you don't care about my emotions? That's fine. I still do. I'm not going to stop caring about my emotions because you don't care about them. That's part of the water signs kind of curse too, I think, is just caring a lot about what other people think and feel about our feelings and what we feel and think. So that's a big message there. You use thought to seek release from suffering and pain, while thought is the cause of your suffering and pain. We try to think our way out of suffering and pain when it's the thinking that's actually causing the pain itself. When you start doing and you start living, the thoughts are no longer valid because you're feeling something different. You're feeling the fun you're doing, and I'm feeling that inner child doing something fun. I just ordered a new pair of roller skates. I'm like, I can't wait to use them. I kind of hurt my back sleeping yesterday, part of getting older, but I'm going to use them. And, just going hiking and just doing the stuff you enjoy doing, guys, whether it's art, listening to music. I enjoy a lot of childhood things. Like, I like being outside hiking. We got kayaks last year. It's great. Just hula hooping, like anything that makes you happy and feel joyful. That's what you need to be doing. Follow your heart. Thinking isn't following your heart. It's just trying to think our way through things and out of things and into things, and it takes away from the actual physicality of why we're here. Physically, we need to be doing something. Staying in motion, Water's meant to stay in motion, unless it's meant to block things and hold things, and and then it's there. It still moves on. It still gets absorbed. Water is just one of those elements that you can't keep it in one place forever. I mean, you can try, but it will always find a crack or a crevice or something to get out of the stagnation. So if you are in stagnation, move out of that by finding that crack, finding that crevice, finding that outlet for your emotional self that you need to make you feel joyful and as blessed as you are. The realm of creation is outside the scope of thought. O foolish one, see the opus and behold the beauty. Look in the direction from which the images flow. See the brook that causes the wheel to turn. I love that. I wish to pull that false confection from your mouth. Oh, I know you will open your mouth even wider to scream, like the terrible cry of a toddler denied. But the moment you open your mouth wide and draw breath to bemoan the outrageous travesty of your loss, I shall shove my divine finger, dripping with nectar, into your gaping mouth. I'll let you suckle them, surprised and contented by the sweetness that surpasses all other sweets. So even though we might go out kicking and screaming, saying, no, this isn't for me, or maybe I'm meant to be like thinking all the time about this or doing this, it's almost like a forceful push from spirit, from your guides, from the universe, pushing you in the direction of happiness and sweetness and acceptance. And no matter what, you're meant to be on a certain path, using your energy in a certain way. And I truly believe we each have our own energies to contribute to the earth and to other people on the earth. And that's what your natural energy will do. That's where you'll naturally flow. And if it isn't natural, you're going to feel it. It's going to hurt. Things hurt when you think too much about it, or you're causing blockages for it. And you're like, this, it's that ego. No, this person hurt me. I don't want to be, it's like we stop ourselves from doing what our heart wants us, what fills. It doesn't even want us to do anything. It just wants to live. It just wants to fill. We just want to experience love. And that's the truth. And it sounds so, just cliche, I guess you could say, but I love it. It's a good message. So this one is from The Journey of Love. Speaking of love. Oh, we're already at 30 minutes. That's okay. It's been a while, since I did a reading, so I'm really, there we go. Oh, and we got two, guys. Hidden Beauty and The Mother Prays. Hidden Beauty. There's this energy here with this really black and white picture of feeling really muted and maybe not as bright as, I'm feeling like it's time to shine. Like maybe there's been a lot of praying and a lot of hope and this purple and this blue, and this is all like throat chakra, crown chakra. I'm feeling like a lot of upper chakra awakening here to the beauty in yourself, to shine your true colors, not just be muted like black and white, like kind of just here, it's a beautiful, beautiful piece of art here, but it's also like colorless. And it's almost like I'm feeling like almost like a shame or a hiding from being fully vulnerable and naked to the world. And I feel like this is really speaking about our emotional selves and bringing that to the earth the way we are. And it's kind of been a challenge to kind of find that happy place here on the earth with our emotions, because it's always something or another, like, oh, that's emotional, or that's too emotional, or that ain't emotional enough. It's like, this is how I feel. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I feel what I feel. You are glimpsing beauty, and yet there is more to be revealed. There is more than what you are currently seeing. To attempt to force the vision would prevent you from seeing what is being revealed. Be patient and look more closely. Soften your heart and ask to be shown the beauty in the situation that is being shown to you. Wait, let the vision come alive, and you shall witness what was once hidden. The oracle brings you a suggestion from divine guidance. You may think you see the whole picture, but if you look deeper, you shall see something that brings you much joy, hope, and reassurance. There is a more beautiful perspective here that affirms and nourishes you and all involved in the situations of your life that are puzzling you at the present. Take heed and relax. All is as it is meant to be, and soon you will be able to see it. When I close my eyes at night, I see your face, your lips, the brush of your hair across your brow, the down of your skin, soft against my touch. My love grows in the solitude, listening for the morning light and you. That's nice. So there could be a situation that some of you or a lot of you have been dealing with where it's like you may have been seeing it one way, and Spirit's coming in and saying, it's being revealed to you just how bright and beautiful you are. And as you see that, you'll see the brightness and the beauty in others too, even if you didn't at one time and you only saw things as black and white. I am feeling that message. And then we got the Mother Praise. Okay. And that's interesting because I also got that child energy up here with like the baby or a child. And then we got the Mother Praise. And you may be even asking, if you are asking for guidance about your child, or if this isn't about your own inner child and your own inner, then it could very well be, maybe you'd need to listen to it again about your child. And kind of what kind of compassion and love and understanding emotionally they need right now. You are being watched over. Many beings are aware of your existence. They know that your heart and your soul are pure, even when you may doubt it at times, because after all, you are a divine being masquerading as a decidedly fascinating mixture of light and darkness. And this is what I was feeling at the very beginning too, you guys. All the stuff we've done from an emotional place that hasn't been balanced, you can't keep beating ourselves up about. We have to heal that, and we have to understand that we are human, and nobody handles all their emotions perfectly or correctly. We learn from those, but it's a good thing. We learn and we grow, and so do your children. So if you are dealing with maybe a difficult situation where somebody's just acting out and it's from a place of just not feeling understood emotionally, remember times when you acted out from not feeling understood emotionally, or you needed extra support and you didn't get it, so you acted out. There's just so much us people do, especially when we're young. We don't realize we're doing it, but we are. We're coming from a place that's just needs understanding and love and healing and prayer. So that's so nice, It's just like praying for the locket, It's like, it's a locket. But you know what? It meant more to me. It wasn't about a locket. So, if a little kid says, oh, I lost my teddy bear, And it's like, well, it's just a teddy bear. We'll get you a new teddy bear. Well, maybe it's not about getting another teddy bear. Maybe it's about that teddy bear because that teddy bear was there. That, it's just, there was something special, and this could be about relationships or even things in your life, even relationships, jobs, whatever it is. Just know that there could be something coming back in here that maybe it's just meant for you and you just maybe thought it wasn't for a minute. Maybe at one time you did and then you didn't and you closed yourself off to that, and now like your heart's like, wait, I'm feeling this. Like, I am feeling this, you guys. The Mother prays for you not because you are about to do something ridiculous or you might come to harm, but that you might not do something ridiculous and avoid living your full potential. She wraps you in waves of love, light, and consciousness that you may feel brave enough to live your life and not hold back from pursuing what is within your heart, or really letting it pursue you and giving in to its seduction. It's a very loud message about really giving into your heart, even if you've been resisting it in your mind, not listening to the mind, whatever this is, you guys. Don't let your head steer you away from loving somebody or something or doing something that you're passionate and you love. Just stay with it, okay? The oracle brings you guidance. Ask for help from the Divine Mother who loves you unconditionally. Ask each day. She wants to help you, and you have to ask for that help to empower her to do so. You have her great blessing. I love you, holding your breath in my kiss, your heartbeat in my arms. Driving home, I could see you sitting beside me, not with my eyes, but I knew you were there. Your beautiful legs crossed with your coat open and inviting, the soft scent of you brings a smile to my lips and to my heart, because I know you are still here. This feels like, it does feel like something lost that's coming back, or something really powerful that needs to be seen and more felt, it needs to be felt. And you need to listen to those feelings right now, okay? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Okay, so we're going to get one of the white light oracle messages to pretty much tie up this reading. I hope these messages still will bring you a lot of peace in your heart. They're really positive messages we're getting right now. And I feel like we could be a little confused about the goodness happening in our lives, because maybe we're just used to things just telling ourselves things can't be good, or we have to work harder, or we have to try harder, instead of just feeling it. You know, that's what I'm feeling. And we got the sacred scar, and it's right in the heart chakra there. It's like good things come from even pain. We grow, and like some of those wounds are meant to make us even more loving, even more brilliant. Like it's just getting past. It's just seeing the lessons in the. And it's a number 11, you guys. Oh, hush, Belle. Your inner and outer scars are marks of your soul's courage. They are signs of strength and survival, of your willingness to be alive. And especially with water signs, you guys, I know how emotional life gets. And it's like nobody understands those emotions. It feels like, especially if you're a really emotional water sign, and you have a lot of water in your chart and stuff, it's like, man, nobody understands all the feelings I'm feeling like. And it gets depressing. And it got like to a point where it's like, do I really want to be here? Like where nobody understands me? Spirit's coming in loud and clear and saying, you know what? You've been strong. You've been courageous. You've kept going even though it's been hard. And it's now time to like love and accept yourself as exactly who you are, and embrace and be grateful that you are that shining like emotional light for others. That's what I'm feeling. It's really nice. The sacred scar speaks of that which has caused pain, once caused pain, being transformed into higher knowledge and inner power. Trauma shall be transformed through spiritual initiation, leading you from woundedness to wisdom. You have nothing to be ashamed of. You can trust your healing process and in the hidden higher purpose behind things happening as they do. You are strong and you shall flourish on all levels. Okay, so the message I just got is, okay, so I was feeling the child and the mother thing also. If you're not expecting a child, or maybe you have lost a child, they're next to you. They're there in spirit, and you need to remember that. I am feeling that. It's a strong message, and actually, I do know a few people have been through this. It makes you stronger, and nothing happens. We may go, why did this happen? Why did this happen? There is a reason. It's hard to see all the time, but it's going to come to light. Things are going to come to light, and sometimes we want it to be known right away, like why did this happen or whatever. But it's that healing process that makes us stronger. And once you come through that, you're gonna be like, I know that if this hadn't happened, if I hadn't lost that person, or I hadn't lost that job, or I hadn't and it's not even about losing, you know, it's about things just not aligning with your path and what you're meant to do. It makes you stronger though, and to embrace that part of you, that even the sad part of you, even the part of you that needs to heal and get through it, you're still strong, you're still courageous, and you still will. And that is a big message. You can trust your healing process, and in the hidden higher purpose behind things happening as they do, you are strong and you shall flourish on all levels. This oracle of sacred scar lets you know that your greatest struggles are the pathway to your potential. You are not being punished. Those circumstances have not been imposed upon you by Spirit. But Spirit will work with you to free you of negativities and bring you into the light, stimulating the sacred alchemical wisdom within your heart that knows how to distill goodness, grace, and healing from even the most terrible experiences. If you are in deep suffering now, know that Spirit is with you, loving you, and bringing you this oracle. You shall heal. Do not give up. Proceed until you are exactly where you most want to be. You have the inner spirit to ensure even a negative experience will only cause positive growth in you and your life. I love that. That's a really strong message. Like no matter what you went through, no matter what you're going through, you are strong, and you've been strong, and you will continue to be strong and get stronger through just learning how all these emotions affect you, learning how to heal, learning how to move forward, learning how to make yourself happy, learning how to love yourself no matter what has happened around you that's made you feel unlovable or unaccepted or abandoned, all of these healing issues, or just lost. We have, once we find ourselves, like, our map's inside, like, we don't have to look outside of ourselves to get back to that spot, because we have it. We've grown. And it's like, wow, I've actually created my own map to where it doesn't matter how lost things are around me, or even in the most, like, weird, horrible, darkest forests. It's like, I still know my way back here. And that's the only place that matters, because that's home. That's where you belong. So this is a beautiful message, water signs. I'm not even going to pull tarot. I'm just going to let it be. But thank you for coming to your reading, and I hope this helps somebody. I wish you all the best. And if you've been going through, like, the energetic shifts, like I know I have, we're heading into spring here. Winter's slowly dissipating, which I'm okay with. But your heart, listen to it, follow it, do what makes you happy, and don't let anything or anybody around you take you off or out of your inner map of exactly who you are. That's what I'm feeling, you guys. So thank you for coming to your reading once again, and we will talk to you later.